Good afternoon, everybody. Coach Luis here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. It's time to get going with abs and core here on Tempo Tuesday. It's going to be a slight hint to some of the stuff we're going to be doing here in the workout today. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. So today, the intervals that we're going to be working, it's going to be an EMOM style workout. So every minute on the minute, we're probably going to be switching to something else or back and forth for a couple of different things. So the intervals that we're going to be working on today are 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Those are going to stay constant throughout the workout. What we're going to be doing structure-wise is essentially a superset workout. We're going to have a couple of different movements. We're going to superset them together, essentially doing one, the other, and then just going back and forth for 3 rounds of each superset. So we're going to have 3 different supersets, 3 rounds for each. That's going to give us our 18 minutes of work and rest. I'm going to go ahead and get into what exactly we're going to be doing. So first thing that we're going to be doing, and this is going to have some tempo to it, is our plank with some alternating hip extension. So with those hands planted under the shoulders, we're going to get up nice and high here in our high plank. And we're going to be moving those hips just one at a time, but we're going to be alternating. So we're not necessarily going to be moving just one hip for each minute. We're going to alternate, and the tempo for that is going to look a little something like this. So we're up nice and tall, core is nice and tight. We're going to take 1 second, bring one heel up, and then 3, 2, 1. Very slowly, we're going to bring our foot back to the ground. So after that, we're going to do the other side. Up 1 second, big glute squeeze, 3, 2, 1, and our foot's going to make contact with the ground again. So lots of time under tension here today, guys. Core's got to be really tight so we can support ourselves using one leg. We don't want a ton of twisting or anything like that going on. So that's going to be our first thing. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to be on our backs doing something similar. Now working kind of the other side of our hips. We're going to be doing some bilateral leg lowering. What that means is we're just going to be doing both sides at the same time. So getting those legs up as high as we can, as straight as we can, up towards the ceiling. The core is going to be really tight, gluing our back to the ground here. We're going to go down 3, 2, 1. Go down to a level which is challenging, but also that we can really maintain. And then we're going to take 1 second and bring it back up. 3, 2, 1. There we go. We pause, and then we bring it back up. Good job, you guys. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing for the second one. So what we're going to do is go back and forth between that plank and that leg lowering 3 times before moving on to our next set. After we do those 3 rounds, we're not going to come back to the plank or that leg lowering at all. All right, up next, guys, something a little bit more dynamic. No tempo to this one. And our second superset is going to start with some mountain climbers. So again, we're back to that high plank. We're driving 1 knee at a time forward. The core is really tight. We want to make sure that we're not shifting side to side too much, or twisting, I should say. Core is really tight. It's going to help to really have a nice strong exhale to find those core muscles as we drive those knees up. After that, we're going to find ourselves in a different kind of plank, crossbar plank. So the arms are going to be like this. We're going to start down here, and what we're going to do is try and open up and rotate to each side, looking up at the ceiling. So now I'm going to put my other arm down. I'm going to go over to the other side here. This is going to require us to have the core really, really tight. Don't want any crazy spine bending here. Want to stay supported throughout. This is really also going to help us work those shoulders. So this and the mountain climber should give us a pretty good shoulder burn as we go along. Again, 3 rounds, and then we're moving on. We're not coming back to it. Finally, what we're going to be doing is something that we've been doing in the past, and that is the crunches, or starting with our crunches. No crazy tempo to these, you guys. Just trying to do the best we can, using all those muscles up front, crushing something under the low back, and peeling as much upper back off the ground as we can while keeping those feet glued to the ground. After that, guys, we're going to be going to our plank to pike, and this is where we're going to end with some tempo. So just like last week, we're going to go up, take 1 second, get our hips nice and high, and then 3, 2, 1. Find that nice plank position. Hips up nice and high. 3, 2, 1. So that's going to be the tempo that we're going to be operating on today. After those 3 final rounds of the crunches and the plank to pike, guys, we're going to be done. We'll cool down and then we'll get out of here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the warm-up. If you guys don't already have some water nearby, go ahead and grab some. We want to stay hydrated all the time when we exercise, and especially this week for Autodesk University. Let's go ahead and start on our backs here in our space on the ground. What we're going to start with is some heel taps. So before we even get those legs up, let's take a nice deep breath. We're blowing out all the air we got. Maybe until we're a little blue in the face. Keep that tension through the core. We can continue to breathe regularly. Now we can bring those legs up. We're bent at the knee, only moving from the hips here one at a time. Let's let that heel come down, kiss the ground, and then we're coming back up. Other side. Good. We want to feel no space in between our low back and the ground here, the mat. Well done, guys. Well done. Remember, those exhales are our friends here. Don't want to just be holding our breath. Trying to fight through that core tension. Breathe through it. All right, let's rest those legs wherever you guys are at. Good job. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to flip on over. We're going to warm that upper body up a little bit. Practicing for a couple different positions that we're going to be in here later on in the workout, but we're just going to get into that plank, or not plank, pike position, or that downward dog position, just getting the hips up nice and high, pushing our head through that gap in between the arms. We're going to start to warm up those shoulders. Breathe in this position. Maybe we're getting a calf stretch. I know I am. Try not to shrug too much, you guys. We want those shoulders muscles to be active, but no big shrugging. Let's do one more breath. And now we can slowly bring ourselves down, let the knees touch the ground. Good job, you guys. All right, hopefully that got the blood flowing. I know for me, it got the blood flowing straight into my face. All right, now we're ready to set the clock up. Let's go ahead and get started on this workout, Tempo Tuesday. If you guys feel the need at any time to relax, reset, grab a drink of water, feel free to do so. You can always hop in on the next rep. We're going to try and stay uniform here today, but if you guys feel like my pace is a little fast or you need just some space to move, feel free to give yourself that tempo. We're going 3 seconds, 1 second pause, and then 0 seconds to move back into the starting position. All right, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We're starting with our plank and that hip extension, the glute squeezes. We're going in 3, 2, 1. All right, we are on the clock. So nice high plank here, hands are under the shoulders. We're up nice and tall. We're gonna squeeze one side, 3, 2, 1. Let that foot meet the ground. All right, same thing other side. Here we go. Squeeze, we're up. 3, 2, 1. Kind of tough to figure the rhythm out at first. It's okay, I'm right there with you. 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Good, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got 10 seconds left. Keep that core nice and tight, guys. Don't take the focus off that core. 3, 2, 1. All right, and time. There we go, everybody. Okay, now we got to get on our backs. Up next is that leg lowering. Trying to find that sweet spot. How far can we bring our legs down and still keep that back glued with our core? Let's find out. Here we go. Get those legs up. Here we're going down. 3, 2, 1. We pause. Bring them back up. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Bring them back up. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Bring them back up. Good job, you guys. If it's really hard to keep those legs up, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Bring it back up. Try and just hold them out there in that hollow position almost. We can kind of just hang out there and then rest as needed. I know not all of our hamstrings are prepared to have the legs all the way up. I know mine really aren't. Let's go ahead and bring those legs down and rest. Take a couple deep breaths, you guys. We're back to our plank with the hip extension up next. So gonna get kind of repetitive here, but that's the name of the game here in today's workout. Let's find that high plank again. Same thing, squeeze, we're up. 3, 2, 1. Foot's in contact with the ground. Here we go. Squeeze, 3, 2, 1. We should really feel that core here. 3, 2, 1. Next one. Up, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, you guys. Up, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Last one. We're up. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Nicely done. Okay. Short rest. We're back to our leg lowering up next. So let's find our backs. Our position on our backs, I should say. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get those legs up. Core is really tight, almost kind of like we're crunching. 3, 2, 1. We pause. Bring those legs back up. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Bring them back up. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Pause. And they're back up. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Back up. Almost done here, guys. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Back up. 3, 2, 1. Good pause here. Back up. And that's time. Good job, you guys. Savor this rest here. We got one more time through with our plank and then that pesky leg lowering. All right, let's get ready to go. Let's knock it out here. Here we go. Get up, find that plank. Here we go. Heels up. 3, 2, 1. Stay nice and square to the ground here. Up. 3, 2, 1. Good. We're up. 3, 2, 1. Keep going, guys. Up. 3, 2, 1. Keep that core tight. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Here we go, guys. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stay square to the ground here. We're up. 3, 2, 1. And time. Take a nice deep breath here. Let's find our position on our backs. Last time we got to do this one as well. Here we go, you guys. All right, let's get those legs up. Here we go. No space in between your back and the ground. 3, 2, 1. We pause. Bring it back up. 3, 2, 1. We pause. Bring it back up. My legs are not moving a lot here, guys. 3, 2, 1. We pause. Back up, and that's okay. We're doing our thing. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Back up. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Back up. Last one here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pause. And back up, and we can rest. Good job, you guys. Okay. Next thing up is our mountain climbers and our crossbar plank with that rotation. So let's get ready. We're going to be in that high plank once again. We're starting 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay. Driving one knee at a time. No big twisting. If you guys want to go a little bit quicker, you can. We can make this kind of dynamic if we want to, but kind of takes away from the core. So I'd rather us go a little bit slow, be a little more meticulous here. A nice strong exhale. It's going to help us really squeeze as we drive those knees. Make it kind of powerful here, you guys. Imagine you're driving that knee, kind of volley a soccer ball. Maybe you're trying to push it through a glass window or something like that. Almost done. One more here. Solid drive and time. All right, good job, everybody. Okay, shoulders are not gonna get a break here. Let's get down into that lower plank stance. We're then gonna rotate, reach for the ceiling on each side. Here we go. All right, let's open up. Can have a wide stance through those feet. We're pushing away from the ground through those shoulders. If you can, try and turn that head all the way to look up at the ceiling, to watch that other hand as we go here. A lot of focus on the shoulders. Don't get lazy with that core. Good. Challenging one today, I know. Good job, guys. Good job. Good. Good job. Good job. Last one. And time. We can put our knees or our hips down. Good job, everybody. Okay, we're back into the mountain climbers. This is round 2 of 3 here with this superset. Take a couple deep breaths. Let's get into that mode. All right, here we go. Back to our mountain climbers. Want to make sure that we're not pushing too much through those shoulders, or don't want to see any big round backs, especially near the upper back, guys. Let's keep it nice and solid, nice and even. Imagine you got a plate of your favorite food up there. Good. Drive those knees. It's okay if we got to take a break. You guys' shoulders are really getting it here in the middle of the workout. Got a few seconds left. Let's finish it. And time. There we go. All right, you guys. Crossbar plank round 2 coming up. Let's find our spot. You got about one more breath of rest. All right, now we can go. Down nice and low, core still tight. We can have the feet wide. Switch. Good. Push away from the ground through those elbows. Don't let those hips get any closer to the ground here. Good. There we go, you guys. Almost done, about 10 seconds. Tough one. Here we go. Final rotations here. And time. All right. Good job. Okay, we can rest for a moment. We got one more round of that. And then we're getting into our final round, crunches and the plank to pike. All right, you guys. Let's find our high plank. Here we go, mountain climbers. It's time to rock. Good, there we go. Finding that tension, you guys. It's okay if we have to take a break. If we're losing that tension, I'd rather us take a breath or two and then come right back to it. Here we go. Almost done, you guys. Last couple seconds here. Let's go. And time. All right, let's rest. Shake out those shoulders, shake out those arms. We got one more time that we got to rotate through this low plank. Nice deep breaths, you guys. All right, let's find that position. Here we go. Wider stance, core is tight. We're looking up at the ceiling if we can. It's okay to turn those hips. Strong exhales are going to help you guys. Here we go. Good job. Good job. Almost done, guys. Stay with me. It's tough. Last one. And time. Oh, man. We're working today. Okay. Last thing we got to do, guys, it's crunches and our plank to pike with that tempo. So let's find our spot on our back. No tempo required with this next one. Just trying to make every rep look the same. Let's get it going. Big squeeze through the front, guys. Don't use those arms to get yourselves up. Try and keep those feet glued. Really tough to master the crunch like this, guys. But once we do, it's going to make every other type of crunch really easy. We're isolating up front, guys. You should really just feel in that stomach area. Let's keep going. And time. There we go, everybody. Okay, it's our plank to pike up next. Let's get up. Let's find that high plank position. This is going to be our tempo one. So the hips are going to go up and then we're 3, 2, 1 coming back to our plank. Here we go. All right, hips up. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Lock it in at the bottom there. 3, 2, 1. Nice squeeze. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Hips up. Good job, guys. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Hips up. And that is time. Let's rest those knees. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay, crunch is up next. Might be a little bit harder than our first one, but that is the challenge. Can we make them look just like the first round? Can we do as many? Let's go ahead and find out. Quality over quantity, though. Good job, guys. If you have to reset every time, that's okay. That is okay. We're still going. Zoom was just showing me something weird on the screen there, but we're still getting it. Got 15 seconds left. Even the internet can't stop our work right here. Almost done. We got one more rep in us. And time. Nice. Nice work, guys. Okay. We're almost through this entire workout. Second to last plank to pike here. Made it look like clockwork first time around. Let's take one more big breath. All right, let's find it. Here we go. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Good job. There we go. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you guys. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. If you feel comfortable, try closing those eyes. You're going to feel everything a lot better. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Good. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. We're doing great. We got a few more. Up. 3, 2, 1. Good. Up. 3, 2, 1. And we can put the knees down because that is time. All right, you guys. Final 2 minutes here. Final 2 sets of 45 seconds of work. It's crunches and plank to pike. Let's finish strong with this one. Gonna be challenging. Here we go. Big squeeze up front. Should feel it right around that belly button. No compensation here, you guys. Even if you're only getting up a little bit, that's what we want. Good job, guys. Same rep every time. Almost done. And that is time. Good job, you guys. Okay, this is our final interval of 45 seconds of work. After this, we're going to relax and we're going to cool down. Let's 5-mat high plank. Finish strong. Here we go. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. No shrugging. Here we go. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Lock it in. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. I know we're probably burning. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Nothing left on the other side of this door though. Just go through it hard. 3, 2, 1. We got 15 seconds. No reason not to finish it out. 3, 2, 1. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Final rep here. Hips up. Nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. Picture perfect in that plank at the end. Good job, you guys. Let's go ahead and rest. Man, my wrist. Not loving that at the end. Okay. Timer did not go off, but this workout is over. Proud of everyone here that we got through that. Take a moment if you need to stand up, walk around the room for a second. Just stand up, kind of move, bend a little bit. We're really using a lot, through the midsection, around the hips and around the shoulders as well. So standing up and just kind of having a lazy walk around the room feels good. Let's go ahead and do that. Take a moment to grab some water. What we're going to do is find our trusty hip flexor stretch here for the beginning of our cool down. So that's one knee down on the ground, other leg out in front to support. You guys have been in this class, you probably know the drill. We're going to squeeze that back glute, pull the belly button in towards the spine. It's going to help us tilt that pelvis back, keeping that squeeze going. We're pushing the hips forward, just trying to find a medium stretch. Man, my hips have not been going anywhere these days. Got to fix that. Let's breathe though. Let's try and calm it down. We can be up nice and tall, nice and long. Allow our rib cage to kind of really expand, inflate and then deflate while we keep that glute squeezed. One more breath. Good. All right, let's shift that way backwards, switching over to the other side. Opposite knee down now. Same deal. Big glute squeeze. Belly button gets pulled in. Is going to tilt our pelvis back. We might already be feeling some stretch, but let's go ahead and find a medium amount here by pushing the hips forward just a little bit. Big breaths, big glute squeeze. We're keeping that going in the back there. Starting to calm it down. Let's stay tall. Good, 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 good. Let's do a couple more. Last one. All right, y'all, final piece of the puzzle here today. We're gonna come down to all the way down to our stomachs, get a little bit of a cobra action going on today. So once we're all the way down here, we can kind of push ourselves up here and wiggle those elbows right under our shoulders with the palms down here in front. Now we're gonna wanna sag down into those shoulders. Make sure we're kind of pushing down through the elbows a little bit. We're gonna be able to keep the hips connected in front and also lengthen out that tissue right below the rib cage, right where we're using, or right what we were using for those crunches. So nice big deep breaths. Look ahead if you can, or look straight. Gonna give us a neat little spine stretch, something that we probably need after sitting all day, as well as stretching out a lot of that tissue that we were just using. Breathe forward into that tissue. We're trying to stretch it out from the inside. Nicely done. All right, you guys, we can bring our elbows out from under those shoulders, slowly let ourselves down to rest on the ground, just making sure that everything kind of came back down in its comfortable spot. From here, we can turn and get ourselves up. We can kind of peel ourselves up off the ground. That is going to be all the time I have left for this Tempo Tuesday. That was a neat workout, definitely challenging. Hope you guys will join me for some live sessions later this week. All right, everybody. Coach Luis signing off here. Catch you guys in the next one. Have a good Tuesday evening.